Welcome students to the lecture series of operating system. Myself Moushumi Shaha, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Engineering Department, Narula Institute of Technology. Our today's topic is monitor. Although we know the semaphore provide a convenient and effective mechanism for process synchronization, using them incorrectly can be result in timing error that are difficult to detect. Okay, since this error happen only if some particular execution sequence take places. Okay, and this sequence do not always occur. We have seen in a previous example such error in the use of counters in our solution of producer-consumer problem. In that example, the timing problem happened only rarely, and even the counter values appeared to be reasonable, off by only one. So, the solution is obviously not an acceptable one. It is for the reason that semaphore were introduced in the first place. But unfortunately, such timing error can still occur when semaphore are used. Like we review the semaphore solution to the critical section problem, where all the processes share a semaphore variable mutual exclusion, that is mutex, which is initialized by 1. Each process must execute a wait mutex before entering to the critical section and a signal mutex afterward while exiting the critical section. If the sequence is not observed, two processes may be there in their critical section simultaneously. So we can examine in various difficulties that may result. Note that these difficulties will arrive even if a single process is not well behaved. In this situation, may be caused by an honest programming error or an uncooperative programmer. Okay, so what is monitor? A monitor is a highly structured programming language that consists of a private variable and a private procedure that can only used within a monitor. Okay, and it have a constructor that initialize the monitor and a number of public monitor procedure that can be invoked by the user. You can note that the monitor have no public data, as well as a monitor is a mini operating system with monitor procedure as a system call. So in monitor, what is mutual exclusion? If no more than one process can be executing within a monitor, this is called mutual exclusion. There's a mutual exclusion guaranteed within a monitor. When a process calls a monitor procedure and enter the monitor successfully, it is the only process executing in the monitor. Okay. So when a process call a monitor procedure, the first few instructions of the procedure will check if any other process is currently active with the monitor or not. If so, the calling process will suspend until the other process has left the monitor. If no other process is using the monitor, the calling process then may enter. So when a process call of a monitor procedure, the monitor has a process running. This caller will be blocked outside of the monitor. Okay, so this is a pseudo code. Okay, or syntax, you can say. Here you can check all variables are private. Okay, why? The monitor procedure are public. However, some procedure can be made private so that we can only use within a monitor. Okay, outside of monitor we can't use this procedure. And initialize the procedure, or that is known as constructor also, that can be execute only once when the monitor is created. Okay, so we have to write a code such a way that initializing the procedure to execute only once Okay, when the monitor is created, it only execute once. Okay, and the procedure which are okay and monitor, they can be only used within the monitor. Okay, so that can be made private. Here you can check, there are some private data, some monitor procedure is written. Okay, here initialization is done. So if uh, there is a process executing a monitor, and any process called the monitor procedure is blocked outside the monitor. When the monitor has no executing process, one process will come in. Again, in this example, you can show this is a very simple example where a counter variable is there. This procedure will check the increase count. This this is a separate procedure. It is count the decrease, okay, the counter value, okay, and from here we can get the data, okay, and we initialize counter equals to 0. Okay, in the for process increment, while it is true, okay, it do something, it will increase the data, otherwise it will decrease the data. Okay, and it will fetch the data from this procedure. There is a conditional variable with monitor. The mutual exclusion is an easy task. Okay, while the process is executing within the monitor, the programmer may want to block the process and force it to wait until an event occurs. Okay, so thus we can say each programmer define the event is an artificially associated with a conditional variable. Okay, so a condition variable is or a condition or has a condition. Okay, and there is a condition wait. Okay, so let CV be a condition variable. Okay, this is a condition variable. Okay, thus we can use a method signal and wait on the conditional variable CV. There's a CV.signal and CV.wait. Okay, so we use this two method. The condition wait and consider condition signal can only be used within the monitor. Okay, so the monitor support the synchronization by use the conditional variable that we are combined within the monitor and accessible only within the monitor. The two functions are separate on the condition variable. One is wait. It will suspend the execution of calling process on condition C, and the monitor is now available for the use of another process. Whereas the signal, okay, CV.signal, it will resume the execution of some process, suspend after a wait on the same condition. If there are several such processes, choose one of them. If there is no such process, it will do nothing. Okay. So the process that execute the condition block immediately, it will put into the waiting list of the condition variable. This means that is the process is waiting for the indicate one event to occur. Okay, there is the condition signal that is indicate an event has to be occur. If there are the processes is waiting on the signal condition variable, one of them will be released. If there is no waiting process waiting on the signal condition variable, then the signal is lost as if it never occurs. So consider the release process from the signal condition and the process that is signal. So there are two processes executing in the monitor and mutual exclusion is violated. So there are mainly two types of monitor. After a signal is released the signal process may be executing the monitor. So there are two common approaches. One is Howard type, that is proposed by CAR Hoare. The release processes take the monitor and the signal process wait somewhere. And the another is Mesa type. the release processes wait somewhere and then signal process continue to use the monitor. Okay, so what is mean by waiting somewhere? If the signal process of where type or the release process which is MESA type must be wait somewhere. You could consider there is a wait bench in the monitor. Okay, there is a waiting queue for these processes to wait. As a result, each process that violates in a monitor call can be four state. One is active state. Okay, which one is active? If some process is running, that is in active state. Those blocked by the monitor, that is in entering state. Those waiting on a condition variable, that is known as waiting state. And inactive is those waiting on waiting bench, that is inactive process. Okay, so look at the condition variable. Here the process suspend due to signal that will wait for a re-entry. Okay, the conditional variable waiting list is there, some monitor procedure is given. Okay, so this is the entry queue. Here a waiting bench is there. Okay, so the process which is suspended due to signal or wait are in the re-entry list or in the waiting bench. When the monitor is free, the process is released from the incoming re-entry. Okay, so what is the major difference? The Howard type, when one signal is arrived, the signaler has yelled the monitor to the release process to the condition. Okay, so it is not changed, thus the if is sufficient. But with a look at this scenario, with the MESA type, the release process may be suspended for a while before it runs. During the period, other processes may be in the monitor and change the condition. It will be better to check the condition again with a while. So there are the basic difference between the semaphore and condition is the semaphore can be used anywhere but not in a monitor. But the condition variable only be used in monitor. In semaphore, the wait does not allow the block its caller. But in condition variable, the wait always block its caller. Okay. In semaphore, the signal either release a process or it will increase the semaphore counter variable. But in signal, either in conditional variable, it either release the process or it will signal it is lost of, it is as if it is never occur. Okay, so in case of semaphore, if the signal release a process, the caller and the released both continue. But if a signal released in a conditional variable, okay, that will be either the caller or released continue, but not both. Okay, any one of this can continue in case of condition variable, but in semaphore both can continue. So I hope you understand. These are some reference books. If you have any query, you can feel free to ask me. This is my mail ID. Thank you.